Hello everybody at Origin Knives and the family Origin Knives, and a big hello to Kev. Yesterday I was down speaking to him and we were having a bit of a laugh about our old school types of training that we've done over the years and some of the situations we've got ourselves into and some of the good training that we've had and some of the bad stuff we've done. And one of the stories he was telling me about while on a course was to actually make a fire from a birch log, approximately a foot in length. So I've cut myself one, Kev. I hope this is about the thickness you were talking about. And you says it was absolutely hammering down with rain. Well, it has been here and it's actually just went off, you wouldn't believe that. I'm actually soaked at the moment. And your challenge on the course was actually to try and get this battened down, get a fire lit just using this log, using your knife. And today I've got the bushcrafter. And I thought, oh, this is a great wee idea because my skills are pretty poor and I could be doing with the extra work and practice, you know, just to keep us on top of things. And the pot I'm going to use today is the Pathfinder pot, and I have to boil a litre of water. So here's the water I've got. So just to show it is water, I'll have a wee drink. Right, so there's the water, so I'll put approximately in what I think's a litre. Just put this log down at the moment. So that I'm not cheating. Right, so I think that's about a litre of water in there. Okay, in the Pathfinder pot. Put the lid on that. And I'll just show you where we're going to set up my wee fire. And it's basically because of the logs round about, I can set the camera on it, so I'll take you over and show you. So I'm just going to set it up somewhere round about here next to this log, and I'll be able to set my camera up on this log, okay, and on these here and on the ground. Right, so I hope that's acceptable as an area for doing it. Let's get on with it then. Okay, back soon. You're not going to believe this, I've actually came out and didn't have a match with me. I can't believe it, I actually used my last one at the weekend. So I hope you will accept my fire steel as the ignition source today. Hope that's acceptable. And one of my problems I'm going to have is trying to do all the work and get the camera angle sorted out and all the running about, you know, changing the angle so you can see things. So I'll probably just set it up and you're only going to get so much of this. But you get the general idea, it's just a bit of fun, a bit of practice. We're not getting any younger and we could do with the practice, I can assure you of that, because I'm absolutely rubbish at all this. Here we go, stand by, 3, 2, 1. And this is one of the reasons I want the exposed tank to help splitting rather than doing wee leaves coming off at the side. Damp on the inside. That's what we've got, so that's what we'll need to work with. It's no splitting good at all. Look at that. Rubbish. Gather all this up. Use that to start it. Right, so I'm just going to absolutely terrible bit of wood. You can see it's absolutely rotted, so I'm not expecting miracles with this. That's crap. Hope you can see this. Try to do this in a hurry. I got some of the bark, we can use that. Just make some feather stick. These kind of half decent looking bits. And that's the rain totally went off now. So I'll just keep breaking this down until I get a good hatful. This wood's absolutely terrible. Just sitting that in my hat at the side there. Oh. Hopefully you can make that out, just a wee bit of dust. Do some more of that. Break a bit off. Sorry, I'm out of frame here. Right, let's see if I can get this going. Right, so roughly I've got a hat full there, Kev, and some more bark. Scraper. There we go. Oh Christ. Right. Right, what I'll do with this is I'll just sharpen off the end. heat. That's it, it's 11 minutes 43. Let's try to get all this heat to go vertical, Kev. Obviously a lot harder if it's freestanding. Right, let's see what that gets on, and that'll let me split it. Smaller pieces. It's good enough. The wee bits are excellent for what we're looking for. The wood is really damp. I don't know if you can see that, the grain's really poor. There we go. That's it, just keep breaking that down. Small bits in. Rains went off there, mate, but there you go, that's how I've got that supported. I don't know if that would be allowed on your course or not, but there it's up and running. I was really lucky there, I did get some dry shavings. So well, let's see how this gets on, and let's see now how long it takes to do the roll and boil. Yeah, this is done absolutely brilliant there. That convex edge, and just when it comes to the battening, the splitting of the wood just separates it brilliantly. Right mate, I'll come back to you and I think it's going to start boiling, okay? Just using up all this wet bark off the birch here. It's absolutely roasting now. Oh, there we go, it's on fire. Just try to create as much heat as possible to get this to boil as quick as possible. So I could understand, Kev, how hard it must have been for you when it was absolutely mortaring down with rain, as you were telling me. Aye, so it's a great wee exercise, but I love it. Keeps those skills up. It gives you a good use of your knife as well, doesn't it? You can see it left with that. No problem for it when it comes to battening. Let's see if I can just chop through while we're letting this burn. Oh. It's just breaking off because of the wood's that crap rotted. Well, I hope you can make that out. We're at 1853. Just getting a wee blow to get that up and going. .22 minutes 30. Oh shite. I can't get the lid off, it's stuck. There you go, mate. Right everyone, there you go. Nice valuable exercise there today with the log fire, and the bushcrafter done absolutely brilliant there. And I'm sure you could see in some of the clips, I know it wasn't very good filming today, never is right enough, how good the convex is at splitting the wood and how quick it could produce these shavings, and it's still really sharp. One of the things I will say, what I prefer my knives, and you can see at some point on the video clips, is I prefer an exposed tang, because I would have actually just forced the knife vertical down the wood as deep as I could and then hit it and bent it over and started doing the splitting. And for me, I think that would have done it quicker, and that's why on my knives I prefer to have an exposed tang here. And I think you can see clearly there how good the convex measures up to the Scandi. As soon as that touched the top of it and taking a bite in it, it just split the wood for the top, where you find, or I find personally, with the Scandi edges, when it battens all the way down to the bottom, it actually still finds it difficult to separate the wood, where this fat spine at the top just parts it straight away. I think that's a great advantage of the convex. This knife basically borders between a survival knife and a bushcraft knife, because I've had it made quite heavy duty by Kev, and that exercise there, I would term that as a survival exercise for me anyway, and it stood up great. And this is another reason I prefer my knives to be a bit larger also as well, because it will span over the log without any great difficulty. But the knives that you've got is the knife you've got, and that's what you need to use. And another thing is, I still prefer to have a 90-degree edge, even though, Kev, I know you have kittens and I want to scrape it. So with his knives I have to have my own scraper with me when I use these knives. But I would still prefer to do that. It's just for speed and carrying that little bit less bit of kit. That was a great wee exercise today. I think it's something you can never get enough practice with. Definitely down to wood selection. That wood selection there was really poor, but I had no choice because I've got very little silver birch in these woods, and that was the only dead standing that I could actually find, and it was well rotted through. I think another thing as well is trying to get decent tinder. I was really lucky there that I did get a bit. It took up straight away, but you can see how good this was at scraping that into powder. This convex edge again, I think it did absolutely phenomenal there. Great wee knife. If you've not got one and you're thinking about buying one, go for it, you won't be disappointed. Cheers ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.